Hello students, welcome back. So in this session, we are going to be focusing on print statement. It's an inbuilt function. And what it does, it actually prints a specified value to your standard output device. In other words, to your monitor. So let's try to print a single line. Let's say you type print right here, okay? I just type print and let's run this. And it prints nothing because there's nothing to print over here. All right, let's print some strings now. So let's say I want to print something like this. I want to say hello world, one hello world, and let's run this. And it prints out my one hello world. So in this case, I'm using this double quote to print. Okay, so whatever is present inside the double quote is going to print that. All right, now I can also use single quote. Okay, so instead of using double quote, I can use single quote. That's fine too. It's going to print that happily. Now I can also use comma to print series of statement. So let's say I have this right here. Okay, let me just comment this out. Let's say I have this to hello world, and then I'm separating each string with comma over here. Okay, there's a comma separating each one of them. And when I run this, it's going to print each one of them back to back. So it prints to hello world right there, prints out to hello world, and then right after that prints today's training. So this way I can print series of print statements. So in this case, I'm printing this string right here, comma, separating by comma, then I'm putting another string statement over here, separating by comma, and then I'm putting another one, and then comma over here, and then so on and so forth. So you can see I'm basically printing one, two, three, four string statements over here. You can also use print statement to print multiple lines. So let's say you want to print something like this. Beneath the stars, the night wind sings. This is a whole sentence you want to print. Well, there are two ways you can do. Number one, you can actually write series of print statement. So I'm writing print beneath the stars. I'm basically writing, I'm just putting each line and giving its own print statement to each line. So I run this and it can print everything out. Well, that's not very efficient because I have to type print every single line. So there's another alternative. Basically what I'm doing, I'm actually using this triple quote right here. Okay, so you start with the triple quote and then you end with the triple quote over there. And then whatever is inside the triple quote right there is going to get printed as it is. This way, you don't have to type print multiple times. So it actually prints this right here. Okay, you can also print variables. So let's try to print some variables now. So let's say that you're getting a data from some source in the form of a variable and you want to print that. You can do that too. So let's come over here. And let's say that you have person is a variable and the value of this variable is happy. Wife is another variable and the value of this variable is Miley. This is a string. Age is a variable. My value of this variable is 40, which is an integer. And weight is a variable. In this case, the value of my variable is 42.34. This is a float. So anytime when it sees a decimal, it's a float. When it sees a number like this, whole number is a integer. And when it sees anything in quotes, single quote or double quote, Python treats that as a string. So let's print this thing. So let's say I want to print, okay, let me just comment this thing out and let's come over here. So let's say I just say print person, okay. So when I run this, it's going to print the value of my variable, which is happy. So let me just remove this so it's a little bit more clear. All right, so I print person and it prints happy because that the value of this variable is happy. Okay, now let's say I do print right here. Okay, now let's say I do print a person in quotes. This time I'm doing in quotes. So when I do in quotes, it's going to just print person because now it's not going to treat this as a variable. Now it's going to treat this as a string. Okay, now what if I print father? Okay, so come over here, print father. Now over here, father is not defined. So if I run this, it's going to give me an error because father is nowhere defined. So it can only print variables that are defined. So let me comment this thing out. Okay, now let's print a series of variables. So in this case, what I'm doing, I'm printing series of variables. So let's say I want to print person, wife, age, weight. I'm going to print all these variables. I want to print person, wife, age, weight. So I can separate each one of them with a comma over here. So if you run this, it's going to print happy, Miley, 40, 42.34, and so on and so forth. This thing prints this statement right here. Okay, what if I want to print? Okay, maybe I want to print in combination. So let me comment these parts out so they don't, let me just come over here. All right. Okay, so let's say I just want to print, oops, sorry, not this one. All right. Okay, now let's say I print person, wife, age, weight like this. Okay, so what it's going to do is going to print person, wife, age. So it's going to print the string person. All right, it's going to print the string person. It's going to print the variable wife, which in this case is Miley. It's going to print the string age right there, and it's going to print the value of the variable weight, and it prints out the value right here. So this way you can write some. Let's look at this one. In this way, I'm saying hello dot my name is, and then person right here. So it's going to print hello, my name is Happy, the value of the variable printed over here. Okay, now let's try to print some meaningful message. Okay, so this is my statement right here. Hello, my name is, and then the person right here. My wife name is, and then variable wife right here. And so let's run this. So see, it prints out hello, my name is person right here. So it prints out hello, my name is, and the value of this person is Happy. So it prints out the value right here. My wife name is. It prints out my wife name is, and the value of the variable wife is Miley. So it's basically printing out all these values. So the value of these variables, it gets substituted in this over here and over here and over here. And this is how you get this statement right here. Okay, now let's try to take a look at another example, another way you can print statements, multiple values using f string. Another name for that is a formatting string. So same thing. Person is Happy, wife is Miley, age is 40, and weight is 42.34. So now, in this case, when you use f string or format string, you use this letter F in front of it. You just type this F. And what it does, it's an instruction to Python that anything that's inside this, just format this properly. In other words, anytime when you see something inside the curly braces, it's going to treat that as a variable. So see right now, right here, it's going to treat this as a variable because it's present inside curly braces. Same thing over here, it's going to treat this as a variable because it's present inside curly braces. If I run this, it's going to print exactly same statement right here. This statement gets printed. It's exactly same statement. As you can see, it's exactly same. And the value of the variable wife, age, weight, it gets substituted over there. What if you remove the letter F? If you don't use the letter F, and if I run this thing, it's going to print just the way it is. So it's going to write my name is, and it's going to write this person inside curly braces just the way it is. It's not going to format the string. It's not going to substitute the value of the variable. Okay, so you can also print some new lines, tab, and double quote inside that. So let's say you have a string like this, okay? So let's say this is my string and hello, my name is same thing, and you want to put a new line right. Okay, so this is how you introduce a new line. You type /n right there, and that's going to create a new line. So if I run this, and it's going to write like this: hello, my name is person, and right after that it creates a new line. As you can see, it went to a new line right here. Okay, and my wife name is wife, and then again another new line right here. So there's another new line, so it goes to the new line. So each time when you type /n, it's going to create a new line. It's going to write this thing in a new line. Okay, now there's a tab likewise. So let me comment this thing out, and let me comment this one out too. So you can also do with the tab. So this is a special character called \t. It's going to simulate a tab character. So if I run this, it's going to print hello, my name is, and then you see there's a tab over here. So this tab gets introduced from here. Likewise, let's say I print another tab over here. This is another tab, and you can see it gets tab over here. Tab gets printed. So I can print multiple tabs. I can put another tab over here. I can put /tab, and it's going to print another tab over here. So this way you can create a tab and a new line character. Okay, what if you want to print a double quote inside a double quote? Okay, so maybe I want to print something like this. Okay, a double quote inside a double quote. So the way you do is you use this backslash and then you put double quote over there. So this way you can print a double quote inside a double quote. So this way you see hello, my name is Happy, and Happy is printed inside double quote, and my wife name is it just prints just the whole sentence the way it is. If you don't write this double quote, I mean if you don't write this backslash, it's going to give you an error. And the reason it gives you error is because there's a conflict, you see. Okay, then sometimes you have to actually print name of a file. So let's say this is my name of my file. I want to print the path of this file. So if I try to print like this, okay, the path of this file is C colon, and if I run this command or this statement, it's going to throw an error because Python treats this backslash as a special character. So since it's treating as a backslash as a special character, the character that comes after that has to be special too. So that's why it's throwing an error. So what if I want to print this backslash? So the way you do this thing is you print a backslash by using another backslash. So just come down, and basically what I'm doing, I'm just escaping. Okay, so if you want to print one backslash, type one backslash over there. You want to print another backslash, put another backslash over there. So each time when you put a backslash, that's going to allow you to print the other backslash. So this is how you print the name of the files. You can also have some fun with the Unicode character. So let's say you want to print and write some, just create some fancy characters. You can also do that using Unicode character, which is this right here. You can find the list of all Unicode characters from the internet. So this is a heart symbol right here. And this is kind of like a emoji, smiling emoji right here, okay? And you can also perform some operations, some mathematical operation inside print function.